Yuan Tong, Ling Ming. Association with Qi was the topic of our last web class. And again, I got a lot of feedback. This time it was quite interesting feedback. Feedback is always interesting, I have to correct myself here. Just wanted to say that this time the feedback was interesting in terms of the theme of today. Pardon me. The theme of today, the topic of this web class, is the topic of this week's Qi field, full moon, Yuan Gong practice, oneness. And oneness is something that fits fabulously into and together with the association of Qi. So you could also call this web class Association with Qi 2. So the feedback of last class was that one of the students, has been asking herself a day before I made the session or the web class some questions. And her question was, while she was practicing, she was asking herself, what is the universe and how does it look like? How do I get further out? For me, the universe always is something where I am in the center and then I exponentially open out. But there's always, there's the planets and there's the galaxies, and so the teacher, Andrea, where Andrea always says we have to go, is out into the universe, and I always had a boundary, and from there was light and bright and no more physical things. But the universe always around me directly was also with galaxies and planets. And somewhere further out, but I didn't know really how to get there. And the other question she had also was about how to go in. How far do I go in, and how do I get into myself? So how deep can I go? And so, isn't this so intriguing to you? Isn't this intriguing your mind? That this is basically exactly what I have been talking about in the web class. So, if I would look at it exactly with the understanding of totality point of view, when she must have been practicing that day and when I did record the web class, with the different time zones, it correlates very much with the Qi field. I don't know if that's exactly the right word in English. It fits with the Qi field. I must have done the web class. For some reason, only the word session comes to mind today all the time, because I've been doing quite a lot of them the last few weeks, especially this week. So, web class. When I have been doing the web class, recording it for you guys, working in the Qi field, one of you was practicing at the same time, and she seemed to have picked up exactly. Her consciousness was busy working with the information. So, how is this for our topic today? Oneness. There was another interesting thing happening. The same student and another student, in their emails, feedback, have written basically the exact same 2 or 3 sentences. And I'm just trying to remember them, but they don't come to me. It was something about class, and it was so very interesting because, when I read the emails, I was going a little bit confused in my head for a moment when I read the email from the second student, because I thought I'm in the first email again, and so I was confused. This moment of being so startled in your head that your thoughts stop altogether. It's just a few splits. It's just a split moment in time, really. But it was so interesting. 2 or 3 sentences were exactly about the same thing. It would be nice if I could remember what it was now. They were in German, so I cannot read them to you. Let me think for a moment. Right, I got it. This is one example you can do. When you need to remember something, relax and go into oneness. Unify with your Qi field that you're building, unify with the Qi field of the web classes, sessions, if you do them, the global Ren Shui Qi field, unify with the Qi field of the universe. And then go ahead and just draw all the information to you with the trust that you will find the right information. So the information that they wrote about were, it is so great to have heard all of this now, after they both practice around a year and a year and a half. I don't think it's 2 years already. I think more or less they have all started last year, January, February, if I'm not completely mistaken. Anyway, they're both very diligent practitioners. I think one of them has started in November, doesn't matter. So they're very diligent practitioners. They just love the information, they love the practice, they do practice. They have, like everybody, trouble with keeping up regular practice in the beginning. Fitting this practice, this new world, into the habitual world that we're living in without Ren Shui and Yuan Gong, but they are always somehow working with information and the Qi. And it's always in their thoughts, so to speak, in their life, yeah? And so to have both kind of written about that, we heard all of this in the basic course, and you have explained it very well in the basic course. You've gone into depth in the basic course, but of course in the basic course, these were the first 2 days with our life of Ren Shui. And a lot of it just made sense on some level, but not on other levels. Because there was no application, there was no experience there yet. And so some of the concepts were just very theoretic. And of course, we tried our best to implement it, to incorporate it. But a lot of it stayed theoretically, or stayed theoretic. So, now after a year of applying, it has been so valid to hear this information again, and the whole world has changed. For one of them, the universe has completely changed. She was able to associate with Qi on this level, and suddenly the universe didn't start behind planet and galaxies and bright out there somewhere. Suddenly the brightness was right here, everywhere. She was in the brightness, in the pure Yuan Qi. So isn't that wonderful? How I'm finding this amazing that such a simple thing as a recorded web class can make such a big shift in the consciousness. Such a big shift in life. And dear beloved student, that you have experienced that, you can't even begin to know just yet how much has changed in your life in this moment. I'm very happy for you. So for us, we can use this for all of us, we can use this interesting observation or story about 2 students today. It's so funny because those 2 students actually have been in one course together. And it was a course with only those 2 students. They really wanted to learn Ren Yuan, and I had no other students, so I did a course for them 2 days. And so we had this beautiful 2 days together in the Qi field, and now how their consciousness works in sync, how their consciousness works, the connection they have made on the heart and on the Shen level with each other and with me in the Qi field, was so interesting to receive those 2 emails in 2 days, one in the evening, one in the morning, with basically exactly same information. So, thank you guys for, first of all, for me, as I'm also working on unification and oneness in my life. And thank you, so I can use it in web class for all of you to give you a story, an example that unity or unification, totality and oneness truly does exist. With those results that we can prove, or just, maybe pure proof is not even a nice word, because that's a little bit too fixed, and it, like Lao Tse says, Lao Tse, the guy who wrote the I Ching, the Tao Te Ching, sorry, not the I Ching. He wrote the Tao Te Ching. He wrote it about 3,000 years ago, and he wrote about that, this technical progress might give us a false sense of development and progress. And as long as we go external, we won't find unification or oneness or peace or harmony. And so when we are looking for proofs all the time in Western science, which Western science is really a valid and interesting part, an aspect of knowledge in the human life. So we don't want to make it bad or false, but of course when you are fixed on only using or accepting reality in your life that has been proved through technical stuff, then you might limit your life a lot. And so with this example today of the beautiful two, testimonials and experiences from those students, we also have a verification about the oneness that we live in, that in fact we are one all together. So what is the smartest thing to do you think? What is the wisest thing to do? Using oneness for developing of your life? Using oneness for your state of consciousness? So when you're in a moment and you're not happy, and all you can see is, I'm a failure, I'm bad, I'm not good, I'm not doing this good enough. Why do all the others do it so well? Can you maybe remember oneness and understand that maybe a lot of people also don't know yet better? The whole of human society yet is not on a very high level of wisdom, for example, and of how to live a healthy life, meaning also a happy life, a fulfilled life. So maybe because you're not just one, maybe you're not altogether this big failure, maybe you're just part of humanity for now, and all of humanity needs to rise, needs to lift up. So you can take this sting away that you're not good or you're not good enough. That's one way of using oneness. And the other way of using oneness is the opposite a bit, but both are valid. When you having trouble with incorporating Yuangong in your life, or when you have a problem and you really think it's the other's problem, and you are being told, go inside, look for where is the problem within you. What did you, how did you end up in this situation between those two poles in which you think the other one has done something? Use the memory or the reminder, remind yourself of oneness and see that to some degree you can change something within this situation if you look at yourself. And like this you can actually maybe also, make it nicer for the other person or situation. doesn't feel just very clear to me just yet. Do you know what I mean? Instead of losing control and the ability to influence a situation because you only see your point of view, if you start considering oneness and the connection between everything, you get back some control, some ability to influence the situation, because you can make changes within your behavior, within your state of consciousness, within your thoughts, within your point of view. You can establish peace. Basically, no matter how dramatic the external situation is. And so you receive back the ability to influence it, to be in a peaceful state, to have control. And that means safety. So now I think it's clear of how you can use oneness always to relate to the more expanded view. And you can call it unification, you can call it oneness, you can call it total reality, or you can call it totality. So, using association with Qi here is magnificent to be able to remember and to be able to open out and unify, or to open in. I mean opening in, because closing could also be seen as opening inwards. I actually like this. I don't think I've ever defined it like this or thought of it like this. So I say it again because I just feel very strongly connected with this information. Closing could also be seen or defined as opening inwards. Okay, so today what we're going to use is we're going to use those concepts that we have worked through in the last web class, the association with Qi, to really experience oneness today. And now there's really verified, beautiful information out of life, out of a situation of life, with the 2 emails from my students. And so our consciousness has a lot of possibility here and opportunities here to understand oneness on a deeper level. Also, this whole week, the full moon is with this theme this week, and so the information about oneness is very strong. Trust oneness. You can use it in both directions. In when you think something is negative and when you think something is positive, you can use it to even deepen the state of unification. And therefore, of course, what else can you strengthen? The 5 Shin qualities: trust, openness, love, gratitude, and Gongqing. So, especially trust. Why especially trust? So when you're in difficult situation for you, and difficult for you can mean something that might not be a difficult situation for others, but for you. And so here you can use oneness to see if you can, like Janse says, the universe is the best planner for your life. So if you remember to unify and to make yourself one with the universe and trust that, when you manage to follow the laws of the universe, then the universe will align itself, not itself, but it will align everything and yourself within oneness to make the healthiest and happiest life possible for you. So in other words, if we do not disturb or distort the universe and its functions, if we are there with an open heart and trust, and we follow what we can observe in association with Qi, because the Qi is our gauge, right? The Qi is, when the Qi is flowing, we know that it's going with the laws of the universe. When the Qi is blocking, we know right now we're going against the laws of the universe. So this is why oneness and association with Qi goes hand in hand. I dare to say that it actually makes it possible to experience oneness. The association with Qi, makes it possible to experience oneness. And on the other hand again, oneness is becoming possible to understand and to use it through association of Qi. And so this is what we're going to do today. We are going to do a few squats again. Why? Because I want to come up, to have the information come up. So if you've been sitting crossed leg, open your legs up, please. So that you give your legs a little bit of time. We have used squats in the last web class for strengthening the understanding or strengthening the clarity about the association with Qi. Because when the head is bumping up above the universe and the feet are standing at the bottom of the universe, it's very easy to associate with being Qi and being so big and part of the universe. And so we're just going to do a few squats. And, 5 or 6 or 7, maybe 10, I don't know. We just go and start doing it, and I'll just guide us through it. And when I think the information is strong enough in a Qi field, with all of our consciousness unified, no matter if this is live or not, your consciousness is right here, right now, with me. And it doesn't matter if the time when I really said this and the time when you are watching it, because time is only a creation in a human mind. Space and time is we always only have the here and now. But it's more dimensional. So whenever you are watching this, it's happening either again or for the first time. So I digressed a little bit here again. When the information is strong enough in the Qi field, or really present, you could call it, then we're going to sit down and we're going to Rou Qi. And when we Rou Qi, I do want to use this today. Also, the rest of the web class I want to use to answer a question that was in one of those emails of the two students. Do you remember that sending me some questions is a very good dynamic to get some good answers for life? I'm just saying this because I haven't before this question, and I've just waited. This is something I'm trying to learn from Janse as much as possible. And I'm trying to observe him as much as possible. So I'm always finding that indirectly, in observing him, I learn almost the most. Well, that's probably not going with the laws of life to make a, most kind of thing out of it. So let's exchange that, or let me exchange this. I'm learning a huge amount through observing him and how he teaches. And there is one thing that I've always been very intrigued about, that Janse, and this fits so wonderful today into the theme of oneness and letting the universe be the planner of everything. Sometimes if something is not yet happening what you want or like or need, trust the universe. And if it's going with the laws of the universe, if it is following, if it goes according to the laws of the universe, the health for a human or the healthy laws, then the universe will create it for you. And if you just wait for it to happen, then you can easily talk about it, because then there won't be anybody feeling like you've stepped on their toes or something. So, in those emails was a question posted, and now I can answer it. But this time I want to answer the question not in talking, or I will talk, but I will talk while we actually practically implementing it right at the moment. The question was about, when do I build the chi field? When I build the chi field, do I put information in only in the beginning, or do I also put information in during the practice, or do I then only think out, in, or do I have to keep thinking all is healthy, all is well, or, basically the question is about putting information into the chi field, working with information. And so we're going to do a few squats, and then we're going to Rou Qi the whole time. And while we're doing this, I will show you how we can put in information. So I will say things, and you can either transform them, so you can either first listen to them and just take it in like this, or you can go ahead and relate it to yourself, like repeat it as if you would be saying it, and that's how you would transform it into the I version. Yeah? Or you can just transform it into a sensation, a perception, a feeling, a perceiving something. Yeah? So transforming it into a state of consciousness. All three levels are information. Hearing it, repeating it like it's you, or turning it into a feeling, sensation, or perception. It's all levels of information. And so we will see if, so basically we'll be putting in information all the time while we're practicing Rou Qi, but it will make, hopefully, I hope, hopefully a more sense when we just do it as practically. Okay, so make sure, check your feet, toes, all of, if your feet and legs are working now. And let's go ahead and stand up for the squats. Check your feet, make sure they're closed, or check them in the right position. Look straight forward, lifting up from Bai Hui. Draw your vision back. Closing your eyes. Tongue tip is resting on the upper palate. Relax head and face. Start associating with Qi. Relax shoulders, arms, lifting from Bai Hui should be done with association of Qi. Remember, making your chin into a Qi field, pulling Qi strings from there out to the ears, and from the ears up to Bai Hui, and then out into the universe. The difference between going to the ears and going directly from the chin up to Bai Hui means that if you incorporate the ears, your head will not tilt to either side. If there is an imbalance there, or it will not tilt as much. Go ahead and relate this, apply it, feel into it. All you are right now is a Qi chin, from where Qi leads to the ears and from there into Bai Hui, and Bai Hui is keep pulling you up. And then relax. Again, the neck and throat, the shoulders, the arms. Relax the chest cavity. Relax the abdominal cavity, lower back and pelvis. Associate with Qi again. Associate with the Qi field at Hui Yin. Lift Qi from Hui Yin up into your body and tie it or bring it to Ming Men as your pelvis tilts a little bit and the lower back relaxes outwards even more. Chin is still inwards at close to the throat. The whole spine is now becoming naturally erect with its natural bends. Relax your legs and feel your feet flat on the floor. And now go ahead, change the information, become a Qi person that is suspended, hovering in the universe. There's no floor beyond you, and you're already part of the universe. You have become part of the total reality. And from being this Qi person, touching the top of the universe and melting with the bottom of the universe, just open out and become completely one with it. You are the round, huge, vast universe. And then draw Qi towards your Qi field person inside. Draw it in, Qi is gathering. And Qi is gathering the whole time now, no matter if you are opening or opening internal, inwards. All is healthy, body is in balance of yin and yang, Qi is flowing freely. You are a Qi field. The physical laws are all under the nourishing control of Qi. Everything is easily transformable and healthy. Shen is calm, clear and light. Associate with Qi, be the Qi person. Through the whole universe, think Dantian, draw Qi to Dantian and go down into the squat, all the way down. Keep drawing Qi to Dantian. Think up and stand up, fill the universe. Relax the whole body, Qi field. Relax the whole Qi field. Again, observe if the word alone, the word body has again made you associate with the physical reality, and then if you have, change it again. Replace the concept of standing where you stand and being a physical body, replace it with being a Qi field person in the universe. And from there, drag all the Qi down into Dantian and up and from left and right. Dantian Qi, down, in, up. Relax. Enjoy. Qi is gathering in Dantian. Stand up. Fill the length of the universe or all of it. Dantian, squat. Dantian is feeling in. Stand up, become the universe. Shen is deeper and deeper in a calm state. Associate with the whole universe, associate with Dantian and squat. Dantian, whole universe is your Dantian. Stand up, think the universe. Bump into the universe above and below. Dantian, associate Dantian. Stand up, be filling the universe, be one with the universe. Dantian, be one with your Dantian. Stand up, be one with the universe. Dantian, Qi is gathering in the universe. Dantian Qi is abundant and healthy. Universe, open, stand, filling the universe. Associate with the universe. Associate Dantian. And expand out, associate with the universe, and then open further, and with your hands and arms draw the Qi, the whole universe around you and inside you. Think Dantian. The Qi is very strong already and pure, very clear. Nourished Qi in lower Dantian. Quietly associate with Qi streaming into lower Dantian, Sha Dantian. Dantian Qi is strong and healthy and well. And as this Qi-filled person, associate with it the chi-filled person hovering and floating in the universe. Float to your sitting place and sit down. Sit in a very good posture. Drawing your consciousness back inside if you open your eyes. Sit upright. Associate with Qi in the chin. You are this big Qi person that is sitting in the universe on cushions of Qi. Draw Qi from the chin upwards to the ears and to Bai Hui, and let the Qi keep pulling you upwards until your lower back is slightly arched towards the abdominal direction. Relaxing the shoulders and the rest of the body. Relax your abdomen and diaphragm. And then associate again with the Qi-filled person. Around you is bright Qi. You are in the universe. You are one with everything in the universe. You are the center of the universe. Go ahead and lift your hands in front of the abdomen. The Qi-filled person in the universe is holding a Qi ball. Your Qi arms and hands. Go ahead and start rowing Qi. Knead the Qi. Qi is now accumulating in the Qi ball. Feel the Qi accumulating or see it accumulating. Or visualize it accumulating, bright Qi, getting denser in the Qi ball. The Qi ball is not a complete, perfect ball. It's just a Qi field that has denser Qi towards the core, because there's more and more accumulating there, and the boundaries are a bit undefined. But your hands are Qi, and they're certainly inside of this, part of this Qi ball. So, this Qi ball, first of all, it is giving information into this Qi now as you are associating all of these perceptions, pictures, feelings, and associations. You being associating with a huge chi person hovering in the universe, needing chi, is already information, mainly on the level of consciousness, experiencing oneness. So this is very strong information and very healing information for the overall understanding of all the connections, all the relationships between everything via chi. Because everything is chi, and so everything is connected. And if you are making all of yourself into all of the universe, you immediately have become one. And as you keep rowing Qi, Rou Qi, go ahead and observe how you feel. Make sure that your observations are positive, meaning as you row Qi, make sure you are consciously choosing the positive information. Yin and Yang are always present in everything, but it's up to you to choose actively the positive information. Observe, this chi feels so nice in my hands. It feels so nice between the hands. Oh, it's so nice in my chi fingers. Or you can maybe observe some sensations. Maybe there's some sensations like tingling up your arms. I'm not saying this is what is, but it can be within you. It depends of your chi. Maybe you can feel very smooth chi flow from your chi hands in your lower arms, flowing upwards, flowing through the elbows and upwards. As you row Qi, use your consciousness to associate with Qi, so you can put in information actively, or you can simply put information through observing what is going on and determining it to be a positive thing. So the Qi, the tingling, the scratching or itching, whatever there's, a lot of possibilities in how to feel Qi. You might feel, if you have usually or sometimes have elbow pain or shoulder pain, you might feel this pain coming up now, but you have to associate it with your knowledge about Qi. Oh, so the Qi in my elbow or shoulder is now starting to flow. That means it is not pain, it is Qi starting to open up. It's clearing the mud that got stuck there. It's clearing the Qi that's gotten stuck there. It's trying to move it again. It's trying to open it again. If you feel like it is itching somewhere, try to not to scratch. Just guide your hand there if you have to, the Qi hand, and just slightly touch the Qi in there, reach into it and just move the Qi along. So I am just giving examples now. You just follow along, and if you don't have any itchiness going on, you don't need to do it. connect your whole focus and consciousness with the information, become it, observe it, and if you observe that as you observe, you actually are making the decision that this is negative, turn it around, actively use replacement information. This is not pain, this is replacement, this is qi that starts flowing, and the best is if you don't even say or think this is pain beforehand. So this is qi flowing. Go ahead and focus on the inside of your qi wrists. There is a very strong qi flow now because the wrists have opened, and you should be able to feel it. It's flowing from the qi field ball that you are dragging the qi into it through Rou Qi. And because we have used the direction of the consciousness to give the qi a direction, the observation, you can feel the qi flowing through the wrist upwards. So use your consciousness to associate the qi ball now and let the qi ball grow upwards with this qi, and it turns into a qi ball that your arms and shoulders and your whole upper body is part of as well. So the qi ball has just grown exponentially. You're not holding it in your hands anymore or around your hands. It's now around the whole space of the qi field body. Again, remember to associate being a huge qi field person in the universe, and you are rowing the qi. You row qi to the whole chest, upper back. The arms are inside there, and this whole space has become one, so your arms have disappeared. Or maybe you imagine, the association of qi has become so that the movements of your qi arms have become a little bit bigger and also go through the shoulders, maybe even the spine. Maybe even moving your lower back. When we row qi, we firstly gather qi inside through the slight open and close movement. We also circulate and turn the qi inside. And this is very beneficial to get blocked qi moving. So can you see how all of this is actually constantly adding information into the qi field? We are giving input consciously into the qi field through the actions of the consciousness, through the observations, through the actively adding information, through actively editing information. So you are an editor, the one who determines all the information to be positive. Now, if you, for example, Rou Qi and you're aware that your breasts aren't that healthy or in this area, there's sick information, you know it. And because the whole world determines that this information in there might be scary, or that you have heard that at some stage the sickness that is in there might even be life-threatening. Right now, choose the other information this beautiful sensation of just being one, calm, in peace. In other words, if you detect fear in your association with the area that you're working, or worry, or any of the other emotions possible, use the knowledge of editing information now. So edit yourself, your thoughts, choose replacement information immediately. Choose trust into the universe. Choose the knowledge that information in Qi as Qi can be changed. Not a problem. It can take time, but it is changing, even as we speak. It's just up to how you choose the information. It's up to how you edit yourself and your association with the information. For example, you can choose in this state, imagine to lose this oneness state for a moment and imagine this universe is around you but externally and you're this small person in your room. Do you feel the difference immediately when I said this? So the potential and the opportunities have just incrementally decreased. So again, associate, in this moment even, you can find positive information. You can edit yourself, your understanding. So example, well, I'm this little tiny person, this little tiny Qi field, just one human in this huge, vast planet and universe. And there's all this extremely healthy, intelligent, wise and potent Yuan Qi. It's so incredibly huge. There's trillions and trillions of galaxies and all of those are part within the universe. So it's huge. And there's so much more Yuan Qi, original Qi out there than even there are galaxies. And if all of this is now flowing into me, it's just so overwhelming for the little bit of sick Qi that's within me. This tiny body with unhealthy cells or some sickness, some problems, some negative emotions. It's all just healthy Qi is flowing in and it's overwhelming everything in a heartbeat. It's really no big deal. And so you can find positive information in any state. Go ahead and open yourself, unify, be the Qi person again in the universe. Feel the immediate change in your consciousness. Become the big Qi person again. Become the Qi person that is sitting on Qi fields, or basically you're just sitting in clear Qi. Imagine like as if you would be, when you swim, you are floating in water, and right now all you do is you float in Qi of the universe. The Qi of the universe is as dense as water and it's everywhere, and you can breathe like a fish. It's all there. It's beautiful, it's marvelous, it's wonderful. Completely healthy and absolutely fine. You can trust this completely. All of this Yuan Qi that you are currently, first of all, surrounded by, but also that you Rou, that means that you gather and circulate it internally, that you are one with, that you are part of. I am part of this universe. I am Yuan Qi. This is a different form of putting in information. So there's so many ways of how you can work with information and add information as you are practicing. And as the chi starts being more chi, so the amount of chi is getting more, and your state is even deepener or deepening, maybe you can now start to associate with feeling chi inside of you turning. So the chi-filled person, the huge white one that sits in his bright universe, feels the chi moving inside. It's circulating in one direction. Go ahead and try and feel it. Oh, it's so magnificent to feel the chi. If you do not yet feel the chi inside, observe what information have you chosen to associate with. Did you associate, I don't see any chi, I don't feel any chi, what is going on? I can't feel it yet. And so on and so on. We're not going to go deeper into the negative one. Choose, oh, there's empty space. And in this empty space, I know chi is flowing into it. And who knows, maybe the chi that is circulating in me and that is gathering and accumulating in this space that I am thinking of is so pure, so clean, and so powerful that I do not feel it. Oh, this means that this extremely high-level chi, very good quality, very highly refined chi, is so fine that it is not sensible right now. I'm not able to sense it on a material level. It means it's a very, very high level chi, very defined, very refined, beautiful, healthy chi. So it's doubly good that I do not feel it. So can you see, this is what I mean. You just always go ahead and associate with the most positive information. In other words, go crazy, go wild, be free. Train yourself to edit yourself for replacement information. So your consciousness is hanging out in positive information, in oneness, in trust with the universe all the time. And next time, when you're walking from your chair to the toilet and you feel pain in your heels or anywhere, you use this learned training and you associate with positive information. Oh wow, the chi in my feet is moving. It means it's healing somewhat. What we are practically looking at right now, what we are training right now, what we are practicing right now, is what Janse calls establishing a healthy consciousness. No matter what other realities tell you, you and your consciousness, the information that your consciousness is transmitting into yourself and into your surroundings will determine what kind of reality it is. Keep rowing chi, expand the chest area and upper back area out, make it your whole chi-filled person. So now you row chi to the overall self. Your true self, the false self, is getting smaller because it is being overwhelmed with sick with healthy information that the sickness is being overwhelmed. This healthy Qi and information is streaming into the overall self. So feel how somehow the sensation of the Qi field, the Qi ball, that you are doing Rou Qi too. I like to say rowing Qi, which is a mix of Chinese and English, but I think it fits just fine. So we are rowing Qi. And it's just gotten much more dense Qi, because somehow the consciousness associates with the entire Qi of your Qi field, so the trinity of body, Qing, Qi, and Shen, mind. And of course there is now other types of Qi involved as well. So just Rou Qi to the whole of you. My whole self is being filled with this incredibly refined and healing Qi. Whatever reality, whatever information you choose to associate with, will be whatever Qi you are associating with. So ask yourself, why would you associate with sick Qi of any form? Why would you associate with pain Qi? Associate with Qi that is currently being transformed into the original state, the intelligent, wise, pure and clear Qi from which it has arisen. Whatever Qi you have within yourself has arisen, has rised from, the original Qi. Your Qi of the bones, of the systems, of the breasts, of your organs, the heart, the lungs, the liver, your brain, all of this has been formed out of original Qi. This is the original material. Information has been added. For bone Qi, for example, magnesium Qi, phosphor Qi, calcium Qi, or this information of those elements, and they have then made bones. But it is Qi with specific information. So replace, edit yourself. In every moment, choose healthy, well-balanced information. You can do this over the state, or you can do it over information. You just have to become really imaginative, So now, with one snip or one snap, instead of rowing Qi to your whole self, row Qi to the entire universe. You need the Qi ball, the Qi field of the whole universe. Observe what has happened when you change the association. I will share with you what happened to me. The movements of my Qi-filled body have turned immediately slower, much, much slower. This is just an observation that has happened within me. Maybe it has happened within you. And if it has happened, then this is another verification for you to use on an information level of how we are all one. So imagine we all are in this moment one because we all Rou Qi of the universe, the entire universe. Oneness. We are all one. There is no we. There's only one. Maybe you can feel some Shin Fa. Do you remember the last phrase of the Shin Fa? All has unified and has become one. So now you maybe can feel how you are not doing the movements anymore, how the whole oneness is moving you because Qi has activated. Yi, the consciousness, has activated Qi. All is very fine and gorgeous and beautiful. Qi is flowing well and healthy. And in this oneness you can change information again now. Make the oneness of yourself one. Just one thought is enough. Think liver. And now all of this oneness is your liver. The liver is healthy as we speak, because in this state of oneness, the overwhelming amount of original and healthy Qi in the universe has unified with the liver and has dissolved whatever sick information used to be there. Think of your spleen. Stomach, pancreas. Lungs. Breasts and lungs are one. Heart. Keep observing the information your Shen is transmitting. The best is in the steep state of perception of oneness, being one, being Yuan Qi. All is good. Kidneys. Upper dantian. Observe your associations. Did you just go into the small space inside of your head? Observe, did you do it in a body, or did you do it in at least the chi field, huge person in the chi in the universe? Or is your upper dantian still the whole universe, which would be the most beneficial association? Middle dantian, lower dantian, you are oneness. There is no distinction between an I and you, others, or the universe. I am the universe. The universe is within me, and I am within the universe. Observe your associations as you've heard those things. Be the universe. All three dantians, Rou Qi to all three dantians. There's nothing you need to do in simply putting the information in with this thought. All three dantian are one. And so you are rowing Qi to all three dantians. It is all about the information you choose, the association you use. And then gently unify and associate with a chi field person in the universe, and bring your arms out to the side of the body of this chi field person. Hands forward. Feel the chi of the universe around you, and then go ahead and draw chi back. Draw the entire universe, the entire universal chi inside of your associate dantian, and draw chi there. Draw chi into lower dantian. Put your hands on what? Into the core, not on, into. Open inwards into the universe within your lower dantian. Draw chi into lower dantian. Be your lower dantian. Be your lower dantian. Associate with your state, deeply calm, deeply one. And then remember that this state can always be yours, and that this is why we practice Yuan Gong. To become masters in association with Qi and oneness. And if you have reached or entered a very beautiful state, associate with your decision to being able to going back there whenever you want. trust, openness, love, gratitude, and Gongqing. This is how genius the universe is, how genius your life is. Go ahead and do the head and face, rub your hands, gather Qi, head, temples, eyes, the whole consciousness, comb through it by Hui Yu Chen. Vibrate Qi in your ears, massage your earlobes, pull the earlobes, stay in the state of oneness and open your eyes. Before you stand up, make sure you have vibrated Qi down. You can do that. Maybe close your eyes again. Vibrate Qi down your legs. Or you can, if you're at home, just lay down. You can just close your eyes and stay in the beautiful sensation again. Sending Qi into your legs. So my consciousness has just actively gone back into this deep state. I have completely forgotten to open my legs. I was one with everything, and now they have fallen a bit numb, so I cannot turn off the camera. So I'm just going to be sitting here with you a little bit, and if you want, you can join me and just enjoy the state a bit more. Xi Xi.